Good evening or afternoon or morning, depending on where you are around the world. I am Marcus Holmes, the love activist, the HR passion guy, Mr. Gratitude, Mr. Gratefulness, all of those named above. And I'm excited to be here in week 6, day 3 of the Gratefulness Challenge. I hope that you will click, share, and tag someone. I see that there are a few folks that have joined us on Facebook, on LinkedIn. We are via Restream Live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitch TV, on YouTube, and on IG Live. So I hope that one of those platforms, if you're on any of them, that you will click, share, and tag some of your connection followers and friends to join us in this Gratefulness Challenge. It's simply one thing that you're grateful for every day from Tuesday through Saturday and see what the impact is on your life. You know, the Gratefulness Challenge emerges from this season where we've launched our Gratefulness Journey Everyday book, which is available in both paperback and ebook on Amazon as we speak. And I think we're about 4.8 out of 5 stars for those of you who've left a review. So I really appreciate that. It's a really great read that has emerged from my personal journey. And it provides 3 simple steps that you can use in your everyday to transform your life and achieve more grateful living. And you can create that habit in as little as 30 days. And so that's what the book is all about. So thank you, Charles Green and Linda Phillips and others that have joined. I'm here for my Gratefulness Challenge moment. But before I get to that moment, I just want to remind you that in week 7, which is the last week of our series of weeks in this first leg of our run, our last week will be tributes of gratefulness to mothers. So if you want to do a 1-minute video, or you want to write a poem, or you want to say a poem, or whatever you want to do for Mother's Day that you like to share, whether your mother is in the earth school or on the other side, we invite you to share that content with us, and we'll make it a part of our celebration as we go forward into Mother's Day, which is just around the corner. And those of you that haven't yet, thank you for those of you that are jumping through. Those of you that haven't yet, again, the Gratefulness Journey Everyday is available now on Amazon, both in paperback and in ebook. All right. So our challenge this week is around a gratefulness moment that you can do in 3 minutes. So I am getting ready to set my timer. And in 3 minutes, I'm going to do my gratefulness challenge and post it. That's the challenge this week. You can do a video like I'm doing and have done for a couple of the days. You can do a text post. You can do just a picture, however you want to express some moment of gratefulness. And we want you to take 3 minutes to do it. And here's why. It's what is called a small win. Have you ever had a room in your house, maybe your office at work, maybe a closet that needed to be cleaned out, and you kept passing by it and saying, "It's too big a job. It's going to take me too long to do"? If that's you, put some likes in the comments or hearts or love. Have you ever had, you need to clean out the trunk of your car? Just giving some examples. You thought, oh, it's too much junk in there. There's too much stuff in that closet. Rearrange those shoes. What do you mean? Go through those clothes, spring cleaning. It seemed overwhelming, right? But what would happen if you set a 3-minute timer and went into that same area and said, when this timer ends, I'm done. I'm going to complete whatever I'm doing in this 3 minutes, whether or not I am complete the entire thing, and I'm going to stop. Stop and say, pat yourself on the back and say, good job. It's a small win. And instead of setting up our lives just going for the big wins, and I'm not saying that you don't go for the big wins, because I understand going for the big wins, but the big win might be a series of small wins that builds a powerful momentum and habit and discipline for you to achieve those bigger wins. So I want you to try it with the Gratefulness Challenge. Before I ask you to join the journey every day, just 3 minutes. Now, 3 minutes can feel like a very long time when you're sitting in it, but 3 minutes goes so quickly, and you'll see in just a minute how quickly it goes. when you are using that time for something good, right? You'd be surprised if you did an area of your house. If you're like me, you need more than spring cleaning. There's some places you need deep cleaning, right? There are things that you haven't touched that corner since this time last year, or you haven't really pulled out those books and reorganized them and dusted that area, or some aspect of the closet or something that could use more attention. And you're every time you go to think about it, you're like, ugh, it's too much to do. Well, what happened if we just took 3 minutes? What if you said, I don't know where to start? I'm writing a book and it's just too much to do. What if you took 3 minutes to organize your thoughts? What if you said, I want to go back to school, but there's so many schools and I don't know? What if you started researching the schools at just 3 minutes at a time? So you can take small chunks and create a powerful opportunity to achieve something that seemed insurmountable or very difficult to obtain, and find yourself on the path to obtaining it with joy, with excitement, with anticipation, and with vigor. And that's what it's about. One of my favorite things, and I've tagged her, I don't know if she's available, that I'm grateful for. I have 6 nieces, 2 great nieces, I think. Yep, I had to count them there. A slew of godchildren and a couple of fur babies. I feel so, I'm so grateful to have so many younger people, even though some of my nieces and my nephew don't think that I'm old enough to be their uncle. But I'm so grateful to have all of these younger people in my life. I think to some degree they help keep me young. Now, they would tell you I'm not hip, so I think I'm hip. So they help keep me hip too. But they help to keep me young, and they help to keep me going in a lot of ways. One of them is my niece Tammy, who's one of those older nieces who doesn't believe that she is old, that I'm old enough to be her uncle. But her and her husband have a dessert business in Raleigh, Durham, and they ship anywhere that you would want the food. It's called rcvcakes.com. As a matter of fact, I think I'll type that there so that you'll be able to have it or see it. rcvcakes.com. I'll show that there. And they have wonderful, wonderful desserts. Well, she shipped me some stuff, as I've shown on a previous show. And today, in my 3 minutes, because I'm grateful, I'm going to share with you the Toll House pie that she made for me. This is the Toll House pie, a slice of it. And of course, I have to have a little bit of Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream that goes with it. This is what I'm doing in my 3 minutes, because I'm grateful in my 3 minutes for my niece having this go-get-it attitude about creating for herself a space that she loves. She loves to bake. Got it from my mom, and her mom passed it down to her. And her husband loves to make cheesecakes, and they come up with all of these fantastic creations. And she loves to do that. And so, although she's an educator, she's made a space in her life for something that brings her joy and has brought so many of the rest of us joy. I want to challenge you to step into your space and find something that brings you joy to do, and find a way that it could bring joy to others to do. Because in that joy, people will be grateful for what you bring to their space. There is some idea, there is some talent. Hello, Ingrid Poole and Stacy English and Tarantes Taylor and Tina Gibson. Please click share and tag someone and ask them to join us on the Gratefulness Challenge. But you'd be surprised. That thing that you love to do might be something that someone else would love to receive. It could be a product or a service or an idea. Don't give up on it. Don't sleep on it. Try it. I had no idea that Love and Stuff would do some of the things that it's doing. And I certainly had no idea that I would finally complete this book and that so many people will respond and say it's a great book and it's blessing them. I'm blessed because it has been a blessing to others. And I love writing, actually. I love to write thoughts and write about things. I love to share those kind of stories that you might find in the book. And I could have slept on that. As a matter of fact, there was a point that I thought I would never get the book done. I started the book in the pandemic. I thought of the concept before the pandemic, but I didn't start the book until I was in the pandemic because something happened in the pandemic, which I kind of detail in the book. And I wrote the entire book, which is a short read book, but I wrote it, it was edited, all of that during the pandemic, during all of the pivoting that was happening at work and at home and other places. And I say that not because I'm so great at writing a book, because this is my first book that made it to market. What is good is that you can do it if you put your mind to it in any circumstance. And the very thing that you might love to do might be what someone would love to receive. Okay. And so that's what Tammy does. She does something that I love to receive. So I am going to set my timer. I want to acknowledge again Ingrid Poole, who's here. She is also an author. And Ingrid, drop the name of your book and link in the comments so that we can share that with others. We love that. And I'm going to set my timer on one of these devices. Wish I had a third just so I could watch. Oh, it might let me do it. Where's my timer? Nope, it's not. Okay. There's my clock. I'm going to get my stopwatch going if it lets me. There we go. Let's get it. Okay, now, don't do me like that. All right, let's get our clock going. Get our timer going. Okay. All right, it's 3 minutes, and I'm going to start it. And I'm grateful in this 3 minutes. I really am. I am having a piece of this Toll House. I heated it up slightly. Oh. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. I must admit, I'm a foodie. I love food. I'm grateful for food. Ingrid's book is The Many Faces of Me, Ingrid Uncut. I'll have to have you on the interview segment. Inbox me, because if you're available tomorrow, I can certainly get you in on Passion Fridays. Ingrid's on their site now. Thank you so much. I'm only going to do one more bite because I think some of you might not really like that I'm eating in front of you. But it broke up. In this bite, sorry. In this bite, okay, 2 more bites. Oh no, in this bite, a little ice cream in there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Delicious. Last one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have about 55 seconds left, which is enough time. Once you have experienced the moment, is enough time to begin to savor the moment. It is very easy to do with food. It is very easy to do with relived experiences because the memory of the time that elapsed in that experience comes back to you as well. So if you remember your wedding, you can bring that memory forward and it would be enough. But 55 seconds is enough time for you to savor a moment, to savor part of the experience. Tammy, I'm eating the Toll House pie slice with a little bit of vanilla ice cream. I didn't get French vanilla. And 3, 2, 1. That's it. See how those 3 minutes went? 3 minutes went pretty quickly. Eunice Hunter and some others have joined us. Thank you so much. I see Tammy has. Tammy, Ingrid's on your site. Oh, thank you for putting the link there. Let me show that. So you can get Ingrid's book as well. But see, it didn't take a lot of time. 3 minutes. That's our challenge today. Tomorrow, which is Friday, and Saturday. And then Saturday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do a roundup for gratefulness so that you can come on and share your moments of gratefulness with us. So I'm going to eat one more piece of that Toll House pie slice. Tammy has put her link in there. I'm going to highlight it so you can get it. So you can see the link there. Those of you that are on LinkedIn as well, support a Black business in Raleigh-Durham if you're in that area. And even if you're not, they'll ship to where you are. I'm in Detroit, Michigan, and they ship to me. So Felix Holmes has joined us as well. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, join us on Saturday. Before you get to the Gratefulness Challenge with us Saturday, join us at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a sports aficionado, sports head, sports fan, see our newest show, Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. You will enjoy these two gentlemen on their own sports show. It's from 11 to noon on every other Saturday, and we're in the NFL draft. And so these fellas are going to be talking about the NFL draft and everything else sports. If you love sports, you should tune in. It, of course, emanates from the Love and Stuff page, but we will post across various platforms so that you can enjoy. You don't want to miss the laughs and all of the I would say trash talk, all the talk that they do in sports. It's a great time and you don't want to miss it. So the proprietor, one of the owners of the RCV Cakes is here, and I don't want that to be lost on you. rcvcakes.com. They will certainly take great care of you, just like they have with me, with this Toll House. My goodness, this Toll House chocolate chip pie. Oh my goodness. And I got a little bit of vanilla on there. I guess I could raise it up to the camera so you can see it. That's kind of close, I think. But last one. Okay. Got my LinkedIn community. I'm trying to keep it together for LinkedIn. After all, I'm an HR professional. But I will tell you this. We have to, in this pivoting economy, we must support local businesses. And those that can ship and now have customers because people can't come as much in person. For the survival of the small business, we have to support local businesses in your area and those that can now ship to your area. No, Tammy, it's delicious, but nothing is as delicious as the peach cobbler. This is delicious. I will order this after I order peach cobbler. Peach cobbler is the number one for me, but I'm a peach cobbler kind of guy. Ernest Evans has joined us. So that's the 3-minute timer. I wanted to come on for a short bit to ask you to join the Gratefulness Challenge. It is one thing you're grateful for. And this week in our post, we're setting the timer. Set the timer on your clock, on your watch, on your smartphone. Set the timer for 3 minutes. It's a small win. Okay? We're going after small wins in gratefulness. Instead of saying we're going to do the gratefulness journey every day, right away, you can do that if you have the book, The Gratefulness Journey Every Day. But a great way to start is on anything, any gigantic project, take a small part of it. Start with 3 minutes. That closet filled with those shoes, you know you haven't worn those shoes in a whole year. Those that chest of drawers, and people still have those dressers and you got those clothes in and you know you need to go through those clothes. You got that rec room or that basement area and you know you need to go through it. What if you started the project with just 3 minutes? What if you just started writing your book, your memoir, instead of the whole outline? What if you started with 3 minutes? What if you started that big project that you've been putting off with 3 minutes on a timer? And when you're done, which is just as important, you pat yourself on the back after those 3 minutes. You say, great job, Marcus. Attaboy, attaboy. Celebrate small wins. And on the Gratefulness Challenge, you can celebrate small wins by setting your timer for 3 minutes, coming up with one thing that you're grateful for, making a post about it, a video such as this, a text post, posting it on your social media platform with the hashtag Gratefulness Challenge, and you have joined the Gratefulness Challenge. Will you join it today by putting in the comments, I'm all in, and start afresh tomorrow? You can start tonight if you want, but start afresh tomorrow with one thing you're grateful for in 3 minutes. Set your 3-minute timer. Do it for tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, and then join us at 3 p.m. for the Gratefulness Challenge Roundup as we go out of week 6 into week 7, where we have a special focus on mothers and the gratefulness lessons we've learned from them. I'm Marcus, the HR Passion Guy, who is the love activist, Mr. Gratefulness himself. And I hope that whether you are on IG Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Events Live, LinkedIn Live, or Twitch TV, that you will click share and challenge someone else to join us in the challenge. Before I go, and one more time, don't forget, if you are a sports fan, you want to join our newest sports talk show, and they have their own page, their own group there as well, but their sports talk show, Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix, Kamau Williams and Felix Holmes. You don't want to miss that hour of great facts, fun, laughter, of course, sports trash talk a little bit, and you'll learn a lot about sports and be able to contribute your own thoughts and opinions. You don't want to miss it right here live, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a grateful evening. Enjoy something that brings you some sheer joy or love. Enjoy something that someone who loves what they do has given to you to love, and find yourself living an extraordinary life. I challenge you. I dare you. Have a great evening.